one in the dirt.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Guerrero snags it. One away. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Jeter tosses across to first. Judge out on the play. 2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Piazza. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Verdugo gets under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Derek Jeter. Yeah, that's fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one fouled off. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And that is Springer. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Strike one.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Garcia pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Well, off the bat, it looked like they might get that tying run on base, maybe even extra bases. No dice, though. A little unlucky on that one.
Two outs. And strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Garcia ranging back on it. It's gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and we're all square. It's 1-1. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jason Varitek. Swings through that one out in front that time.
It's 0-1.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the top half of inning number 7. Check swing, went around, and it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Popped up. And that is that. Bottom of the 7th. Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
You know, this group of hitters definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
That misses. 2 balls and a strike.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
Verdugo makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 down. Adolis Garcia, the next to hit. Fought off foul. This to third. Handles, throws to first, and Garcia is out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Kurtz up for the third time here, watches that one miss.
1 ball, no strikes.
1-0-1 on the gun, swing and a miss. All tied up here at the bottom of the seventh. That one just misses.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it.
Ah, that's strike three. And we're back. Now the left fielder, James Wood. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. Throw off line, he's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Go ahead run on base. And now Nick Kurtz. 1 for 2. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike.
No.
You got to be careful.
Throw save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Runner goes again. Bunt attempt misses. Tag out. Piazza with a great throw. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Some high cheese for strike three. Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
No balls. 1 strike.
Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. He jacks that one out to left. It's 2-1. And now the right fielder, Alex Verdugo. And that one in the air center field. Springer there makes the catch. And that is that. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. Stepping in, Evan Carter. A strikeout and a walk.
Carter.
And that one fouled off.
One ball, 1 strike.
That's down
That's
and in.
a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. 1 up, 1 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Geloff swings through it for strike 1.
Usually when a pitcher's had a
0-1.
dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that K brings him into double digits for the game. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Check swing, called strike. Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And he blows that one by him at 100.
0-2.
So I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Baratek gathers, throws to first, in And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Evan Carter. Skubal back to work. Up the middle, Geloff. The throw to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. And the batter will be the shortstop, Derek Jeter. 1 for 3. Tap foul at the plate. Next offering is fouled back. The shortstop takes the ball. He dives, but he can't make the catch. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And he's on at first.
All over that one right there. Breaking ball down and in. He did a nice job of just catching out in front. I like that he didn't spin off the ball by opening up that front hip too early.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Guerrero now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
In the air, right field. And it stays fair. The throw into second, and that keeps him from advancing past second.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow.
Paredes tags the runner for 1, and that's 2. Bottom 9. Now it's going to be Elly De La Cruz.
Now pitching, Craig Kimbrel.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Hauls it in for the out. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
1-1.
And ball 1 to Judge. Jeter slings it across. Judge out on the play. So it's their last chance in this one. Mike Piazza digs in now.
Piazza.
Foul ball.
And a swing and a miss. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Kimbrel is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. At your
And now, please welcome your
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Chicago White Sox.
First pitch moments away and getting to start. Number 64.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
All right, ready to go here. And now for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. And that misses. And we're underway here on the south side of Chicago. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Benintendi makes the grab, one down. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. Now with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Foul ball there. Swinging a foul straight back. And that's off the inside edge. Going to count 1 and 2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
One down, base is empty. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Top of the zone for a called strike. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground, right side, into the outfield, base hit.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
So a man aboard, Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Big time power. And that one almost hit him. 2 outs. Swing and a foul out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
This ball's chopped on the ground. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Mariners leave 1. Time for the White Sox to go to work. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here on the south side. And today's starting pitcher, Logan Gilbert.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Bottom of the first. Here's Mike Tauchman.
Mike Tauchman.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Gilbert, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a splitter, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. The 0-1. Ball
That's a
one
ball.
there.
1-1.
In for a strike. Good slider.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
The 1-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that got a lot of the play. That's a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
And now the shortstop, Chase Meidroth. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Rodriguez makes the grab for the second out. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. That one down the line and foul ball. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Miguel Vargas getting ready to hit. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball. Takes it to the base for the force out. That's the inning. So one left for the White Sox. Scoreless after one. Back at right field. Top of the second. Now it's Randy Arozarena. And fouled off. Outside low, and it's 1-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Grant Taylor up and loosening in the pen.
Two balls, one strike.
And that is out of play.
We got a full count.
Luke Raley in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Benintendi ranging after it. Squeezes it, and there's one down.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Luke Raley.
Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. In the air to left center, Meidroth. He's got it, and that quickly 2 away.
No, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners. Yeah, that's fouled off.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out.
Coast. So come and skate with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick.
Welcome to the Motor City. This is Comerica Park. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll here. And today's starting pitcher, Tarik Skubal.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go? Now it's the veteran outfielder, Byron Buxton. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He wastes no time on this one, and the Twins get on the board first. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
Here's Trevor Larnach. First offering, and it just misses.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Skubal goes 6 feet 3 inches, 28 years old, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
2-0 the count. Here it comes. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Did not go. 3-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's got to throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed. Gets the out.
Willie Castro.
This is Willie Castro. Swings through that.
0-1's the count.
And that drops in for a strike.
0-2 is the count.
1 out, base is empty.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Kicks and fires. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Matt Wallner at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Close, but called a ball. 1-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Line drive, fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
That is it.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Correa. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Wallner on at second with 2 down. This one popped up. Torres sizing this one up, and that is that. Twins get 1 on this homer. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. Back here in Detroit, today's starting pitcher, Joe Ryan.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now a chance for Kerry Carpenter. And it's just foul. That was close. That one ripped, but foul. And that one is lifted in the air. Wallner. And a quick out, number 1. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. Finding themselves down a run early, they'd like to punch back here with a run of their own.
Absolutely, Booth, but I don't expect them to change their approach because of that run. They still want to put together strong at-bats. Be patient out there and get a feel for this starting pitcher.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. One down, base is empty. Pitch misses, and that is ball one.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a ball popped up. France under it. And there's two away.
Batting third, the designated hitter,
Colton Keith now at the plate. Fought off foul. Two down, nobody on. Just missed. Late that time, and it's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one
Ball
missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
He goes down looking. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They're down 1-0.
now pitching for the
Tommy
Tigers.
Kahnle taking over on the mound.
Number 43.
Just trying to keep this one close here.
Okay.
And this is where a bullpen can give their
Kahnle.
players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Ryan
The
Jeffers
catcher,
at the plate.
Ryan Jeffers.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Checks
There you
his
go.
swing. Now it appeal to first. And that's going to be ruled a swing. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Yeah, the batter now,
1-0.
Ty France. First pitch is in the dirt. Ground ball right side. Torres throws to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
All I'm
Batting
impressed
eighth,
with this
the
guy's
first
internal
baseman,
clock.
number
He
2,
knew he had
Brooks
plenty of time to take that
Lee.
extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Two down, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Brooks Lee. And that's too high. Next
Two balls,
offering
one
is
strike.
down low. Two outs. Fouls one off. 2-2. Comebacker to the mound. And the Twins go 1-2-3.
All's my life I has to fight. All's my life I hard times like that.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. Starting on the mound in this one, Paul Skeens. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league.
Leading
Will
off
also
the
throw the
afternoon
slider,
for
but
the
if you're a
Dodgers,
hitter,
the
be ready for the
shortstop,
fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Now it's the shortstop, Mookie Betts. That one not
Wow.
close. And away we go this afternoon. This one in the air. Horwitz settles underneath it. And it's caught for the out. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. And Chris, a great matchup in this one. An ace caliber arm in the hill against a deep lineup.
You said it, Boog, and I'm really excited to see how this plays out. The kind of talent they'll be facing, these hitters have a tough task ahead of them. Should be really fun to watch, though.
And here comes Tommy Edman. And it
That
goes
ball's foul.
just foul. Pitch misses
ball.
there, and that's ball one.
That was
1-1.
absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Next
Ball.
pitch is outside. One
Two
out,
one.
base is empty. That one fouled off, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away. So now it's Freddie Freeman. That's in for a strike. 0-1. Two outs, base is empty. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's downstairs. And the count's even at 2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put away pitch right here 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Breaking
Full
ball
count.
inside. Full count, 3-2. Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Teoscar Hernandez stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And that misses. Ball 2. And there's a ball. Will Smith
3-1.
in the on deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Slapped foul.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swings and misses. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. 1 left for LA, and now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Pittsburgh, getting the nod on the mound, Shohei Ohtani. What do you have on him, Chris?
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal
For the
Cruz.
Pirates, the center fielder.
Well, I'll always remember how Cruz left his mark on Major League Baseball in his debut. 3 innings into his first game, he had the hardest throw by any infielder in baseball, the hardest hit ball all season by a Pirate, and the fastest sprint speed by a Pirate. This guy does it all.
The pitch. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Ripped to short. Sends it across to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the Pirates lineup now. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Andrew McCutchen in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. That one's in there, and the count 1-1. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Pages sizes this one up, calls it in, 2 away.
Batting third, the right fielder,
Brian Reynolds here.
Reynolds.
And a foul ball.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Not close
1-1.
with that one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ball.
Slice the other way and foul. Two down, nobody on. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fights it off, he'll see another. Two outs. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled off, they'll do it again.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. We head to the second from PNC Park. No score. Second inning set to go. And here's the catcher, Will Smith. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Skeens back to work. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The next pitch
No, that
misses.
missed.
2-1.
2-1.
Max Muncy in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Here comes Max Muncy. Gotta be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with 1 swing. That one misses in the dirt. One down, base is empty. And another ball. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So It's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
Popped up right side forwards. In position. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 away. Michael Conforto will climb in. That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper. Conforto in his 9th season, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014. Next pitch misses. 2-0. They'll score here in the second. That one at triple digits.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the Athletics. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
Your Athletics.
So just about set now, and on the hill here today, Luis Severino.
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy on the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
Leading off, Stephen Kwan. And that's through there for a strike. And we're underway here this afternoon.
First pitch, 107.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Here's the 0-2. And Kenny Jansen punches him out. That's a strikeout. Here's Lane Thomas. Fouled off. He was late. Gets the call, and the count is 0-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Soderstrom makes the catch. Out number 2. Here's the Guardians lineup now. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Two out, space is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
This one popped up. Kurtz. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. Guardians fail to score. And now the Athletics offense gets its first shot here. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Tanner Bybee.
Oh, this guy featuring that straight forcing fastball, but off of it throws the cutter, and really he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the forcing fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
Lawrence Butler, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next pitch is downstairs. Foul ball there. And that skips in the dirt. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. Right through there for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball. The other way. Dives and it gets by. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Butler headed for the plate. Relay throw. He'll score easily, and it's 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring it back.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. And there's one away.
Batting fourth, the left fielder.
And time now to check out the A's lineup. Siggy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
At the plate, Tyler Soderstrom. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Hunter Gaddis, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Smith getting loose as well. Fouled off left side. Wilson leads off second with one gone in the inning. And a foul ball. That one outside. The count now 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Misses off the plate. 3-2 now.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Man at second. On the ground. Sends it to first. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Max
Muncy up next for the A's. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. That's in there. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. A's get one on the RBI double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back.
Leading
New
off
inning
for the
getting
Guardians,
started. And now
the
it's the
first
switch hitter,
baseman,
Carlos Santana. One of the rare guys at first base that you almost think defense first. He is that good with the glove. You're talking about top of the list, elite defensive first baseman. And fouled off.
First basemen are involved in just about every single play. So when you have somebody so solid over there, you can breathe a little easier.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2.
And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Leading off for
No
the
outs,
Guardians,
runner
the
at
designated
first.
hitter,
And now, Kyle Manzardo. That
One
is
out.
upstairs for ball one. And here's a slow roller. Goes to second for one. On to first, double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
And up next for Cleveland, Daniel Schneemann. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. A's leading by a run. No throw, and they don't get the out.
Batting seventh, the catcher,
Bo Naylor at the plate now. Down and away for ball one.
Go with the tying run at first base. He's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap and score that run from first base.
Severino kick steals. A little out front there as he swings through it.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Two outs. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Makes the grab, and that's the third out.
come slide with me.
I just want a buttercream beamer with an R&B deep slide straight to the Pelican Beach.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just a little bit away from first pitch. Showing the slab in today's game. Kevin Gausman. What should we keep an eye on here?
Very solid starters, able to repeat his mechanics on a consistent basis, which allows him to move through a lineup and get deep into a ball game.
All right, ready to get underway. And here is
right
Josh Lowe.
Lowe.
There's the strike up high. And we're off and rolling in Toronto.
First pitch, 106.
Pitch misses
Ball one.
there. And 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's
That's a
outside.
ball.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Got it! Great leaping catch. Now we're looking Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays.
Wow.
And now it's Brandon Lowe. Lowe, a former All-Star, 30 years old now, and he was a third-round pick back in 2015. And there's a foul ball. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That missed by a lot. Now 2-2. And he grounds one to the right side. And that one handled. Slings to first. Lowe out on the play.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 2,
Yandy Diaz now.
Diaz.
Just
that's
off
out.
the outside edge. Two down, nobody on. There's the sinker at the knees for a strike.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Outside, and it's 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
In the air, left field. Lucas makes the catch, inning over. Tampa Bay nothing. Blue Jays 2 up next. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. here at Rogers Center. And starting on the mound for the Rays, Ryan Pepiot. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
The 0-1.
That's a ball.
On the ground to third, Caminero. Jump throw, and they get the out.
Batting second, the right fielder, Addison Barger.
Now the number 2 hitter, Addison Barger. First pitch misses. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Everything came together for him. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. Vladdy needs just 1 hit to reach 200 for the season.
Pretty impressive the year he's put together. 200 hits doesn't happen by accident. And there are some years nobody reaches 200 at all. Props to him for getting this far.
On the ground to the left. Throws across the diamond. And Guerrero is set down.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Alejandro.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now here is Alejandro Kirk. And that one fouled off. Swing and a pop-up. Caballero squeezes it, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays held in check. Scoreless after 1. All set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, Jonathan Aranda. Gausman back to work. Base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Making a move at first. Pinch running here for the Rays. Taylor Walls.
Now running at first base for the Rays.
Junior Caminero, the next to hit.
Taylor Walls.
Runner takes off. Cut on and missed. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. Then a quick tag before he reaches the base.
Yeah, that's fouled off. One down, base is empty. Fastball is outside. Blue Jays bullpen with some action. Jeff Hoffman, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Next offering way off the plate. One out, base is empty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Next offering upstairs.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Jake Mangum in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trust in your stump. Just one out away from getting out of a huge jam.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jake Mangum. Outfield playing pretty shallow. Late swing, foul to the left. To the right side. Fires over to first. And that'll do it.
I gotta do better. 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 I gotta.
Live from historic Fenway Park in Boston. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox. First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about ready to go here at Fenway. And towing the slab for the Boston Red Sox in this one, Garrett Crochet. Always a treat to watch, one of the best starters in the sport, singing.
Well, you're going to see good velocity between the four-seam fastball and the cutter. Better be ready to hit. It's going to be fairly straight, but just because it's straight doesn't mean it's easy to get the barrel on it.
Now it's the right fielder, Josh Lowe. Outside Lowe. And we're underway from Fenway. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
That one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The 1-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One, two now. Swing and a pop-up. Hamilton makes the catch, and there's one gone. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Off the plate, and that's ball one. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Next offering is in for a strike. Got him swinging.
The first base,
Yandy Diaz digs in now. And ball one. The pitch.
That's the ball.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. 2 outs, base is empty. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Two outs. Missed with a changeup, and it's 3-2. On the ground, right side, Hamilton to first. Rays retired in order. Tampa Bay nothing. Red Sox coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Fenway Park, and towing the slab in this one, Ryan Pepiot.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And a bunt towards third. Has to barehand it. Got him. Great play to keep the leadoff man off base. Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup, put together by manager Alex Cora. Now with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Abraham Toro batting with one down, takes a strike. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
1-2.
And that's in the dirt. That one the other way, and that's a base hit.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. Really stayed inside that baseball to send it to the opposite field. With the shift onto the pull side, that's an easy knock if he'll take it.
Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. Ball one
No,
there.
that's a ball. 1-0. Nope, ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
2 balls, no strikes.
In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. The tag. And he's out.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out of the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Carlos Narvaez. Fouled off down the right side.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
In the air, out towards right center. And that's the inning. One left for the Red Sox. Scoreless after one. Back inside Fenway Park. Top of the second. Now it's the DH, Jonathan Aranda. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Junior Caballero.
Now the third baseman, Junior Caminero. And fouled off. That misses.
That's the ball.
And the count even 1-1. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Hooks it away for the out.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Jake.
Digging in,
Mangum.
Jake Mangum.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Abreu makes the play, and that is that.
Was really upset. Lord told me read, so I took his advice. I'm blessed. Now I can bring visions to life. Organically, I'm a G. Look at me.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. Our starting pitcher in this one, Zach Gallen. What do you look for here?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Okay, all set to go.
Leading off the
So
afternoon
digging
for
in now for
the
Philadelphia,
second
Bryson
baseman,
Stott.
Bryson Stott.
Outside low. And with that, we're underway here in the desert. Fouled off. He was late. That's down and in. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Ranging back. And it's off the top of the wall. Now around second, going for third. He's not stopping. On his way home. Play at the plate, and he's out. He tried for the inside the Parker, and he couldn't make it.
Trey Turner.
Here's Turner now. And that's outside. Ball one. One of the things amazing with Zach, think about the players he's been traded with and for. In December of 17, he and Sandy Alcantara were dealt to Miami from the Cardinals for Marcell Ozuna. Then ultimately in July of 19, he went to Arizona for Jazz Chisholm.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping, he's going for three. The relay, he's in there.
He's safe.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. There's the strike. No score here, but a runner at third with one down. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that's a fair ball. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
One down. And now it's Alec Bohm. And there's the strike.
0-1.
And he chases a high fastball there.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike three.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Nick Castellanos now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Two outs. Pulls that one foul. The pitch. Lifted in the air out to left. Gurriel has it sized up. And he makes the catch. And that is that. So one run in the inning on this base hit. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back after this on the show. Back here at Chase Field, and today on the hill, Zach Wheeler.
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to. Misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind it.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Breaking ball in there for a strike. In the air on the infield, Turner. And out number 1 on the grab. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the 1 run, so not too big a hill to climb. But, yeah, if they can answer back in this inning or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
Ketel Marte in the box now. Takes strike 1. Oh, 2 now as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And now 1 and 2. 1 out, base is empty.
Ball. 2-2 count.
And now it's filled up. Peyton Smith in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
Next is the designated hitter, Peyton Smith.
Ball 1.
In the dirt, but no advance. That's ball 1. Marte over at first with 1 away. Now 1 missed. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Matt Strom getting loose out there. Kerkering getting cranked up as well. Hard hit left side. On to second. They get 1. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
You can never be like me. Yeah, I push until I bleed. And I keep it so 100, not afraid to show my teeth. You can never be like me. Yeah, I push until I bleed. And I keep it so 100. Yeah, I got some enemies.
Now pitching for
So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Ryan Thompson.
81.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now batting Max Kepler.
The left fielder, Max Kepler.
That finds the mark on the inside corner.
0-1.
And that is out of play. On the ground to third, Suarez. Whips it to first. 1 out in the second.
Batting 7, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
And now it's JT Realmuto. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. McCarthy trying to get there. They got it for out number 2.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
The third baseman, number 4.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the rookie third baseman.
I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
The 1-0. And that one fouled off. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just misses. 2-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
2 out, space is empty. That one to first, and it gets by him.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 16, Brandon Marsh.
Man at first, Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And that one fouled off. That's way outside. And the count is 1-1. Outside. Two outs. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Back to the top of the lineup. This is Bryson Stott. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Runner at second, 2 down. That's towards center. Thomas sizing it up. And that'll do it.
Sometimes I hate taking trips to the lab. Got my...
Now from downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field, we've got baseball on the show. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Cleveland Guardians. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And on the mound in this one, Tanner Bibee. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter. And really, he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play.
First pitch, 105.
And that one sliced foul. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And the count 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Thomas on the move to the gap. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And let's take a look at the lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Into center and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Next one off the plate inside. And the count is 2-0. That's a little bit low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Giancarlo Stanton in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Judge at first, one gone. Yeah, that's fouled off.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
And ball four, two aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
First and second, one out.